okay, we're here at Shoe Healer. We've got a beautiful pair of Loake Design. Now, Loake Design shoes, they're not expensive, but they're pretty good value for money, aren't they, Paul? Paul's nodding away there. They are. This pair here have been worn to death. Look at these here. Just come in here, Tim, my new cameraman. Look, just having a look there. Look at this here. Look how soft they've got. Look, oh my word. The laces are still tied, so he's obviously slipping them on and off, which has softened all the backs up. The back line has gone through there, and when we look inside, they're really dark inside there. That means that they're being overworn. These are being worn every day, and they're not being left to dry and air out. But they're probably like slippers. Look at that. At some point, we have put a half leather sole, oak bark half leather sole on there, and a rubber heel. Paul, the rubber heel, what company is it? Gruben rubber heel. They wear like iron. He's worn all the leather off there, but the heel itself, look, he's not down to the heel stack, so there's plenty of meat left on that. Actually, it could go a little bit longer. So what we're doing with them now, we're doing an oak bark half leather sole stitched on, a little bit of a polish, and then the same Gruben heels on, which really they wear exceptionally well. The price of that repair is £80. It's a lot of money to spend on this particular pair of shoes, but if they're comfortable, customer likes them, they're getting on with them, then let's do it. Let's do a strip down and get them sorted. One other thing I've noticed on these shoes, look, just come in here, look, come in here. Can you see how the tongue is just moving round a little bit? It naturally wants to sit there like that. So what we could do is just put it in place and a little stitch at one side, and that would just put that tongue and train it to be sitting straight again with the shoe, rather than twisting off to the side. Normally, we would only see that on a boot. You don't often see that on a shoe. Anyway, Tim, come round here. Keep it going. Keep it going. You're doing a fine job. So Tim's a customer of ours. From where are you from, Tim?
Derbyshire.
Derbyshire. Come on. Come on. He's not to look at, Tim, but he brings us some business now and again. So let's get these shoes on this last ear. Look, are you still going there? Are you all right, Tim? Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. So first of all, we're going to just peel this heel off. Oh man, shelling peas. Look at that, the heels come off lovely. Now you'll see on some videos where people will take a knife in here and start to cut round the stitching and then just peel the sole off. But this sole has been done by us. It's bonded so nicely to the welt, there's not a chance you're going to get a knife in there. Now what we could do, we could put it under the heater, get it red hot, the glue would start to go soft, and then we could peel that sole up a little bit. But best bet is just to get it on the machine. Come on, get over here, look, let's have a look. Fire it into there, fire it into there, hit the button down there. Nothing's happening, Paul. Why is that? Yeah, I'm looking daft here. Ah, that's it, main switch is off. We're away now, we're away. So, take the top of the stitches off, then the sole should drop off. Come on in here and have a look. So we've machined the top of the stitches off, and look at that, that sole is still solid on there. People get worried when they walk the top of the stitches off that this shoe's going to fall apart. It probably won't. I'm not saying it won't, it probably won't. Oh, Paul, you fitted this too well. We could make this easier, as I've said, by just warming the shoe up, but let's just see how we get on here first. How many coats of glue? It's probably had 3 coats of glue.
Why can't you get it off?
I can't get it off, Paul. Paul's chelping. I don't know if you can hear him. He's chelping away in the background about how well. I can't get it off. I can't get this sole off. It's going to have to go in the heater over here.
Why can't you get it off?
And it's going to be warmed up.
Because it's had 3 coats of glue.
So these are warming up, and that is softening the glue up. Let's see how we get on now. Look. So the heat has softened the glue up. And that is allowing us. Now there was an alternative. You can tell I'm not on the tools that much. The alternative to doing what we're doing here would have been to have just machined this sole off. Machined it right down. Would you have done that, Paul?
No,
Would you? Oh,
yeah.
Good. Come on, baby. We're earning
Not
as
so bad because we did them last time, but something else we've always got to watch for the welt stitching that's been scoured.
So that's the sole off. It started to loosen up the stitches on the top, which we've got to get out. Recork them. Machine all this up. Don't machine the welt. Just clean that up gently with the back of your knife. Machine all across here and get that sole on. Let's just have a quick look at the other one. This one's had a bit more heat. Knock that off. Oh yes, it's got some nice heat in it, that. And where are we going to attack it from? Let's go from the waist. Oh, look at that. Got some warmth in there. And the glue is just coming apart beautifully. Got to be a bit careful with these old welts. But as Paul said, we don't scour the welts, so the welt stitching should be all original and solid. And it is, it's good. Means that this pair of shoes can be repaired. How many times could you restitch a welt, Paul? Beautiful.
I think that every time you finish the edge of the sole, though, you're taking a fraction off the welt.
Fabulous.
If it's done right, you can get, numerous. I mean, these have had quite a few repairs, haven't they?
Yeah.
As you can tell.
Yeah.
But they should come out looking great again.
A problem that's going to arise with these shoes is, you see where all the surface of the leather is worn off. When we polish them, that's going to go really dark. So that we'll get that in a later video. So Paul's going to get these now and half sole stitched on, heel, tidy them up. See how we go. See where we're at. Right. So the Lokes or the Lokes. Lokes. Yeah. Paul drives him mad when people come in. Call them Lokies. Loki. I've got a Loki shoe. No, you haven't. You got a Loki, you twat.
Our friend's got a dog called Loki.
Oh, yeah, he has. Yeah. I thought he called it that just to wind me up. Anyway, here are the shoes, and Paul has rushed them through and finished them, and they're absolutely beautiful. Look at that stitching down there. Oh man, can you see that? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Look at the tiny little stitching underneath there. All sorted out, lovely.
A couple of coats of wax has brought them about.
Yep, some polish on them, some new laces. You saw us stripping them off, and what you didn't see.
I sent you some photos.
Oh yeah.
You were off again.
Yeah, I'm always off. I'm semi-retared. It's the best way to be. So this is, the sole was stripped off.
Oh no.
I thought you didn't like being on these videos. Shut up. So what Paul did in my absence is he took the sole off, he cleared all the cork out, he put the new fresh cork here. Look, lovely stuff. This is lovely to work with. He recorked them, and then he solutioned them all up. He solutioned the sole in, he spliced the sole in beautiful. This is your half leather sole, oak bark, yes?
Yes.
Oak bark. And what Paul will have done is he'll have bent this a little bit into shape, that way and that way, and then put it on the shoe there like that, and that would have all been bonded on. Then it would have been cut off, then it would have been grooved, then it was stitched, and then it was machined off on the edges, all beautiful around there. He's left a natural edge on there. You can see all the different leathers in there. What a gorgeous repair. I don't know if that comes through as nice as it actually is. Like a lovely piece of varnished wood. The camera does pick up all sorts of blemishes, but this is a nice repair. And he's kept it running through there nicely, really nicely on the thickness of that, that sole. Lovely. And then he's slapped a nail on. You do just slap a nail on, don't you?
Yeah, just slap it on. Yeah,
slap it on, and yeah, lovely. Stained it all up. When you've stained it, you've got a bit of muck on the sole, the heel there, but anyway, they're all done now. Beautiful pair of shoes. I'll just get some finished pictures of them. Paul's got some pictures of them being done through the process, and that's another video that we cocked up and didn't get round to doing it all. But
I've got a beer.
You got a beer. Here we go. Look, lovely pair of Loake 1880, having a red sole on there. This is, what sole is this called? This is the Londra sole, red stitching. Some trickers there. I like this tricker because it's had the Vibram V-Light sole on it, and two pairs of those, is it?
Bologna on the other one.
Bologna on the other one. So that's the
Different customers.
All right, different customer. This is the smoother one. Look like that there, just waiting to be finished off. Make sure he gets
Piles of them. Green Ridgeways. Churches.
Yeah, Churches, Green Ridgeway, and what are these? Oh, Barker.
I don't know.
Yeah, Barker.
Sanders.
No, Sanders. Pair of Sanders.
Two pair identical.
Same customer.
Same customer, yeah.
Yep.
Strangely, one wings have gone, other one's perfect.
So Paul's saying that the wings here, where we stitching them, they've come away on one shoe. Must have been a bad day. Another pair of Loake Burfords having the orange sole on. Look at that lovely stitching there. Look, you know, wow. Yep, waiting for the heels and heel stacks to go on. Yep, lovely. Okay,